The resurrection of Kaiser is imminent, but this might just be copium. It's either Kaiser comes back and stands out as the best player on the field, or he gets dog-walked and falls into despair. Anyway, I don't see that happening anytime soon, because if he scores, I think he'll score the last goal to win the game, stopping Isagi's hat-trick. Yo, welcome back guys. Today we'll be discussing the events of Blue Lock chapter 262, titled Zero. The chapter starts off as the field is a back and forth struggle. Isagi, who has taken the lead role, begins to dominate the Emperor, Kaiser, with Kunigami and Shido both contesting for the ball in the sky, following the loose ball from Isagi and Rin's challenge on Kaiser, as Kunigami beats Shido once again in an aerial battle and headers the ball away, with the ball falling to Kurona. The attack is on as Isagi says that he can crush Kaiser, he can destroy him now. As he runs upfield, activating Metavision, he says he can devour the Emperor. At this moment, the team is almost Isagi's, and Kaiser is thrown off balance. He doesn't know what to do. Isagi thinks back to what he just told Kaiser after stealing the ball away from him, to kneel before him. If Isagi throws such abuse at him now, it might send him to the deep end. At this point, Kaiser is obsessed with Isagi. With this in effect, it'll make Kaiser's movements predictable to Isagi, and he can take advantage of that and aim for the back with Kurona and Hiyori. With these conditions met, Isagi can win with 100% certainty. It's a Metavision field with Isagi as its ruler, telling Kaiser to follow him and try to devour him in order to break him down even more. Isagi is now the main character, and that's the title that Kaiser wants. As Kaiser remembers this feeling, it's the same feeling he got from his father when his father told him he was worthless and tried to choke the life out of him. Every day his father made him feel this way, the sense of irrationality and suffocating constraint. But Kaiser says F this and charges at Isagi. He says that he has already surpassed his father long ago, but because of Isagi, his very existence is shaking again. If Kaiser doesn't win, if he doesn't surpass him, everything will disappear. But Ness shows up behind him, telling him to calm down because he can see that Kaiser is crashing out. Ness tells him that they've achieved enough. Kaiser has scored goals up until the previous match, and DS also got the offer from Real, telling him not to make any more reckless plays. They have to wait together for the chance to use that weapon they've been working on. Ness says he's here for Kaiser, but Kaiser doesn't take too kindly to Ness's warning, looking back at him with one of the craziest facial expressions, asking if he lost his mind, saying that if he loses, all of that will disappear. Ness is in shock and doesn't know how to respond to Kaiser as he runs off and chases Isagi. The whole world is watching this match. A defeat here isn't just a loss, but the offer from Real and the throne of Bastard Munich could be gone too. All the glory Kaiser has gained through football will be crushed by Isagi if he loses, and he will return to the time when he wasn't human. With the look of desperation on his face, remembering his traumatic childhood, asking himself if he's scared as he tries to tackle the ball off of Isagi, but Isagi just flicks the ball over him. Is Kaiser afraid of losing himself and returning to the worthless thing he was before? As he lies on the ground looking up at Isagi, Isagi in the air with the flow of aura all around him, and Kaiser looking up at him. Kaiser having gained status, honor and money, feeling like he became human, being desired by others. But he's afraid of losing what he's paid for, with Isagi looking down at him, staring right into his soul. Isagi takes off and runs with the ball, while Kaiser is still fighting his inner demons, as this is the pitfall of an achiever's heart. Ness shouts for Kaiser to get up, now that he's not fighting to take but to protect himself from someone trying to take what's his. He used to only choose opponents he knew he could beat, staying in places where he could remain king without getting hurt, living indefinitely without injury. He fought for that position, so there's no need for him to prove himself. But still, the place he's in is not yet the best view in the world. Fighting to protect his current glory and status will not allow him to prove his existence any further, so there's no choice left. Kaiser has to throw it all away, his glory, his title, even his pride, everything that made him feel like he had become human. Strip it all away. Kaiser has to become zero, become nothing. What is the sensation he truly wants? What is the dignity he truly desires? It's not a life he desires, but what he found and wanted. His ego, his zero. As he sees himself standing by the window of the shop with a German kit on display and a ball being used. The first thing that caught his eye and the first thing he wanted. That ball was the one thing that didn't leave his side, the only thing that stayed loyal to him. Kept him from being alone, his one true friend. As Kaiser charges down Isagi, seemingly found his ego. Predator Eye activated and Isagi as his target. Isagi looks back and this might not be what he expected. Everything is with you. The position that has been taken over. The rage to dominate begins. Next chapter titled Borderline. The chapter titled Borderline, which is the division between two things, could be the division between the two players Isagi and Kaiser, and what they truly want to achieve. They are going for the same goal but taking different steps to reaching that. However, they both use others in their pursuit of glory, which makes them more similar than they'd like to believe. But this could also mean the outcome between the two, one crashing and burning while the other succeeds. From the way Kaiser is talking, it seems like he also believes that Isagi has taken over his throne. The fact that he said he has to surpass him and not stay ahead of him shows me that he's mentally getting destroyed. As a man who was born with nothing and had nothing his entire life, now that he has achieved something he doesn't want to lose, trying to protect that against someone who is trying to take it from him, it is a reality that he has never once thought of for himself. It's something that he never expected, and that's why he's reacting this way. Now, is there hope at the end of the tunnel? 100%. He seems to know what it is that he's lacking and what he has to do in order to reinvent himself. But on the other hand, if he breaks himself down to be reborn, will he still move forward or backwards? And will this rebuild happen within the match, or will it take time? Or take a while and he'll come back to represent Germany in the U20 World Cup improved? That's the main question we should be asking. At this point, Kaiser might also be his own downfall. He will be the reason that Ness leaves him behind, because Ness just offers assistance, but Kaiser always pushes him to the side, and the way he treats him is just foul. But we'll see how these events unfold in the next chapter. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.